I'm here for NetworkConnecticut.com with a radio show host extraordinaire, Davey Love, who does a lot of online radio. Let's start by telling the folks, how did you get involved in this?
I started like 5 years ago. I started at, about 10 years ago, I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting, graduated from there, got a couple offers, but it was with radio that I didn't really feel.
This was commercial radio, right?
Commercial radio, yes. And I didn't really feel like I could do it because I do things from the heart. If I believe in it, I can do it. Mm-hmm. But if I don't believe in it, it just seems fake. So I wanted to put my heart into it. So I started off like 5 years ago on a comedy radio station. And
in Connecticut?
Yes. And got my niche there, and then broke away from there. Me and my partner, who we call Shotgun, he's actually in the National Guard. That's why he couldn't be here, and he's actually heading off to Afghanistan in October.
So cheers to him.
Yes.
He's serving our country.
Yes, and so we started a radio station called Route 1 Radio, which is Connecticut. It's mixed hits, it's online. And we brought over the radio show Modern Problems, which was started at the other radio station.
So how do you, for folks watching who want to reinvent and figure out, I want to do a radio show too, how do you go about getting that show? What do you call it? How do you work out all the technical bugs to get up and get running?
That's a good question. Yeah,
That's why I asked it.
Yeah, I think you really have to believe in what you do, I've always wanted to do what I'm doing now as a kid, and finally it's all come to fruition years later. Like, I always had the idea in my head what I wanted to do. So I think that, as long as you believe in what you do, follow your dreams, you can do it, but it takes time. You have to have people that believe in you as well.
Surround yourself with people who care.
Yes.
So what is Route 1 Radio, and where do people find it?
Route 1 Radio is online. It's route1radio.com. We're based in West Haven, Connecticut. We're local. We took the name Route 1 because all the people on Route 1, mm-hmm. Post Road Radio wouldn't sound too good. So we took Route 1 Radio. We put the Route 1 kind of logo on there.
Because I think of Route 66. As soon as I saw what you were doing, I thought, the famed Route 66.
Right.
Was that part of it at all, or are you even old enough to remember Route 66?
Oh, yeah, I know Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66.
So you went to Route 1, and so you got it named, and who do you have on, and what are you trying to do?
Well, we started off small. We took Modern Problems on there. We figured
What's Modern Problems for people that don't know?
That's the radio show that we have that's syndicated in England, Australia, Canada, pretty much.
You're so
nationwide.
modest.
I try.
Out of West Haven, Connecticut, we're worldwide, which is the beauty of the net.
When we took the show from the comedy radio station, we brought it over, and my partner Shotgun, he said, you can try to get guests. So I wanted to get my first, favorite person was Todd Parkmore from Big Head Todd and the Monsters. So I figured it's never gonna happen. I'll email his publicist, see what happens. 2 days later, they called up. Sure, Todd will do the interview.
Now, why did that happen? Because people are branching out. They're online. They need to be everywhere.
I think everybody's sick and tired of the radio that's commercial on right now on regular FM radio. It's the main pop music. The majority. Look at Pandora. How big Pandora's gotten. Everybody. In the iPod and everything else, everybody wants to hear new music, not what the industry dictates to them what they should listen to. So that was another reason why we wanted to do it. So we got the interview with Todd Parkmore, and then went from there, and they believed in us, and we just started up, and then that was the first one. So I just based my resume, and now when I send emails to people to get celebrities on, I have a list, and that's what it's come to.
So how many different radio shows are you doing? And talk about some of the guests that you're getting that even you are saying, I can't believe he's coming on.
We have a morning show. It's called the Bobby D Show. It's actually in Seattle, but we pick it up, and we have actually the guests that we've had, the ones that I was shocked that we had last year. We had Ronnie from the Jersey Shore, which I was hanging out with him.
Well, there you go.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. And then a couple weeks ago we had Alexis Bellino from Real Housewives of Orange County. And the good thing is now I have the publicist and the publicity firms emailing me, do you want this person, do you want this person? and musical publicists sending me music. Listen to this. What do you think? We want this person on your show. So now it's not like, a couple years ago when we were trying to get people. We had to I have feeling I have a gift where if I talk to you, I could pretty much sell you anything. So that's the lucky gift that I have.
What would you try to sell me?
I don't know. You're pretty good. I couldn't really sell. I couldn't really sell you anything. I mean, you're a successful person on Channel 8. You're successful in Connecticut, and now you're started this.
My little boutique called AnnieMame.
It's pretty amazing. So you have the same kind of gift I have. You believe in it, you follow through, and you don't listen to any people who tell you no, and you can't do it.
So going forward, Davey Love, and how did we adopt that name?
Okay, Friends. Remember Friends? On NBC. We used to watch a bunch of friends of ours. We used to watch Friends.
So you'd pile in on the couch. And
every Thursday we switched dinner and stuff. And so this one episode, Joey couldn't get a girl a good gift, so they were like, "You're gonna give her Joey Love coupons?" And he said, "Sure." And he had the Joey Love coupons, good for one back rub, good for one foot rub. So this girl went to Kinko's and made me like 4,000 copies of Davey Love coupons. So they were spread all over. And so when they asked me when I went to broadcasting school, "What do you want your name to be?" I said, "Davey Love," and that's how it became Davey Love.
Where are you going to go from all of these online radio shows forward? What's the end game? What's the goal?
The end game for me, I've had offers before to do mainstream radio, but the problem is they would want me to get rid of my show, my radio stations, and I just
and you're a
wouldn't
bit
do it.
irreverent on your shows, right? Anything sort of goes.
Yeah, pretty much anything goes. But we can't swear on there because we're syndicated on regular FM across the country,
okay.
So we don't do that. We do have some racy guests, once in a while. It's kind of like Howard Stern meets Carson Daly. That was the format I went with, and then I play roots rock reggae, and I try to get a lot of the local artists that I like that wouldn't normally get the support from mainstream radio. They ignore them, and there's so many talented artists around, and I just felt like, people help me out and plug me along. Why can't I help them
That's
out?
the way forward.
Exactly.
So if somebody's listening to us and they want to get on one of your 500 shows that you're now doing, how do they get a hold of you?
They can go on mprshow.com. That's Modern Problems Radio Show.
And there's contact info there.
There's contact info there. They can fan us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, route1radio.com. They can go on there, listen on there, or we have a new radio station that we started 6 months ago called Roots One Radio. We took the concept.
Stop already with all the shows.
I can't. We started off with Route One Radio, and then the music from Modern Problems was so successful, everybody kept wanting it. They were craving it, like, who's this? Who's this? You got to send me this music. So we started off Modern Problems Midday Mix on Route One Radio, which is still on now, from 12 to 4. And we figured we were getting the most listeners during the day from that time besides the show. So we came up with a concept, why don't we do Roots One Radio? We started a whole format called Occupy the East Coast, because roots rock reggae is really big on the West Coast. But there's a lot of people that love it here, but they don't know where to get it. So I figured we'd start over here. So now I've been getting the artists like that. We had one of the biggest artists, I forgot to say, that I was totally amazed, which I love, and kind of are the same as me in the same concept, is Dispatch, when I had Pete Francis live.
They're huge.
Huge. They sold out Madison Square Garden.
It was a big fundraiser.
Yes, and donated all the money to Zimbabwe. I emailed his publicist, which is his wife, Katie, and I said, I would love to have Pete on and do an interview, thinking it's just going to be a phone interview. So she said, sure, where's your studio? I said, well, Thursday nights we go away from the studio. We go to local places.
You don't need bricks and mortar. You just go.
We can go, and that's the good thing about us, is different from other radio stations. They have to bring a big tower and everything else with them, and we can just go pretty much anywhere. As long as you have a good Wi-Fi signal, we're good. So I said, oh, there's a good pizza place, She said, oh, Pete loves pizza, that's it, he's gonna drive. Manhattan, he drove all the way down, played a couple songs, and then he actually wrote a song for me before, wrote it all down, it was all handwritten, performed it right there, and then I got his autograph, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? Thanks for helping Network Connecticut grow.
Oh, no problem.
And that's a wrap.
All right. Thank you.